Hey guys, Tony here. So somebody commented that they wanted to see on my TikTok. Somebody commented that they wanted to see a TA on Tattooed Chef, and I guess they said that what's his name, Jeremy Lafobo, whatever his name is from YouTube. Apparently he's like super big on this, and he the guy said that he bought somewhere like around here like 25 bucks, and he's just been losing money for like the last couple months or so. But I mean, the stock market has generally just been trading down sideways for literally anything that's not big tech. So, I wouldn't really put Tattoo Chef at what's it called? Anything like what would you call it? Like a bad company, right? I have no idea what Tattoo Chef does. I think they're like a food company and stuff. All I know is that Jeremy guy from YouTube really likes this company and stuff. So I just wanted to do a quick TA. Actually, before this, I actually tested out the breakout strategy from here to here. And as soon as it broke to the upside, you could have taken this all the way up from from maybe like 20 bucks all the way to 25 bucks, and you could have had that breakout like right there, which is super cool, super gnarly. But apart from that, I wanted to get into what I think about Tattooed Chef. Like I said, fundamentally, I don't know what the company is. I don't know how much they make, or what really their general region of what's it called, of customer is, or what they even do. It seems like they really only have, and just to get straight into it, right? It seems like they really only have like one or two or three big places of resistance right here. So it seems like an easily put, well, I wouldn't say bottom, right? But at least really strong support around there. Oh yeah, this definitely looks like middle support. We have support, we have resistance right here. I put it somewhere right there. And then we have, let me delete this stuff because this is going to get in my way. Delete that, delete that, delete that. For those of you that do or do not know, that little setup right there is called the breakout strategy, and I have a couple videos on that, on how to do it. So let's see where we can set up. So I already have support there. Should be more resistance like right here somewhere. Can I go lower? I cannot. No, I can't go lower. So I put it right there, and then we'll set up another resistance at the previous. We'll do highs like 27, almost 28 bucks, right? So these are going to be your major price action, right? It's basically going to be your support and resistance. You have 15, 18, 22, 26, and 27 relatively to what those numbers are, right? So immediately you can see that it's in a big downtrend, right? It's been following the downtrend pretty well ever since September of last year, and it's been falling for, this is way more than half a year now. So it generally tends to bounce off these $15.68 levels. So if you're a long-term buyer, I would 100% be buying at $15.68. I mean, it seems to be like a continuous pattern, right? Like 100%, unless it breaks to the lower side, breaks to the higher side, it's not really going to do much. And it looks like it's kind of in a descending triangle right now, right? But I don't really like to use triangles or pattern charts or whatever. I don't think it's a good idea for me, strictly because I just trade off of momentum, right? I don't really trade off of certain candlestick patterns. I don't like trading off of that. Just looking at the chart, I mean, you can easily see that it might continue this pattern on like this, right? So you might see it go like you might see it jump up here, and then actually come back down. See that come back down here, do this, come back down, till eventually it either decides to either go up this way or it goes down this way, right? Like, we don't really know where it's gonna go, but that is a continuation pattern you can definitely see for a while. I mean, this would not actually close till this can go on forever, right? This can possibly go on till maybe July of 2022. So that pattern, I'm just letting you know that it can stay in that pattern. I'm not saying it will, but usually when you have price action like that, it tends to stay in those regions, in that price action for quite a while, unless it breaks to the upside or the low side, right? But right now on the monthly, I saw the monthly does not look good. I mean, it looks like it was actually going to break to the upside back on June 1st, the month close of June. You guys can see that, and then it completely just immediately dropped on the low side, right? And if I had to guess, I would say that you have another month of bearish momentum. Like, you have July, you have August that is already bullish, and you had a massive drop in August from this price section of 2186 all the way down to 1567. And looking at previous monthly drops, like 1, 2, yeah, I can definitely see this going a lot even lower than this. So I as of right now, I can definitely say that I would not be surprised to see Tattooed Chef lower than 15, whatever it is, right? Let's see, we'll put resistance like right, support like right there. The next big support should be like right there. And then before and then after that should be like right there. So I would not be surprised to have, especially just how TA is looking right now, and the push on the momentum side towards the downside. Like, it looks horrible, right? Like, you can see right here, like, you see bearish, huge bearish drop, and then you try to break bullish right here. So right at this point, it tried to break bullish, and then it completely dropped to the low side. So I would not be surprised for it to actually go down to 13.16. Like, I would not be surprised at all. As soon as this crosses under here, and if maybe it creates another candle on the downside, I could definitely see it go on the low side. But as of right now, see it. Oh, you know what? I am 100% bullish on on Tattooed Chef, strictly for the fact why. Put it down in the comments. Why am I bullish on Tattooed Chef? Look at that. Look at that gap, right? That is a gap of, I gotta guess, it's at least 10%. 1884 to like 20, to like almost 20. Yeah, I'd say it's a little bit under 10%. The gap. We just had a perfect buy-in right now for the daily. So I'd say that as of right now, I'm pretty bullish to the upside, especially with that golden cross, right? We actually had the blue line. The 50 MA is officially over the red MA. Sorry, actually, this is. Oh, actually, we're bearish. Oh, we're actually bearish on the MA. Sorry, that was my mistake. But I would not be surprised. I'm definitely bullish right now. I'd say, especially with this cross, we actually closed Friday. You actually see Friday, we actually had that bullish cross towards the upside. So I would not be surprised for Tattooed Chef to do something like this. Come up, close the gap, and then completely drop down here. Or, close the gap, shoot up to the trend, and then come right back down. That would not surprise me at all right now. I can really only see these two things play out. It either runs up and closes the gap, and it keeps running and hits trend. I do not think it's going to break trend. I highly doubt that it's going to break trend, especially with the monthly and the weekly looking so bearish. This is what I think can possibly happen. I think it runs up, closes the gap, completely comes back down to 1564 and continues its downturn to like 1320. It runs up, closes gap, keeps running closer to like $21, $22 maybe, and then drops on in the coming weeks. So I think this is probably what I think is going to happen eventually. But like I said, just because we actually had this bull trigger on the reverse MACD, down here, I can definitely say that as of right now, I am bullish on Tattooed Chef. So with this cross, right, with that bull trigger on the cross on the reverse MACD, I can definitely see us going up, closing gap, coming back down, going up, hitting 1880 resistance, and then coming back down. So there's a lot of ways that can actually happen, but overall, I do see Tattooed Chef coming back down to 1564, whether it goes up, closes the gap and comes back down, whether it goes up, hits resistance, comes back down, whether it goes up, goes all the way to trend, and then comes back down. So keep in mind, I would personally, if I was playing Tattooed Chef, I would start buying puts maybe like a month out at $19.79, and as soon as this gap closes, or if it actually hits this trend at 21.93, somewhere along these lines, I would immediately buy puts and then take it all the way down to 1563. I think that's where it's going to go. And ultimately, just looking at the monthly chart, it looks extremely bearish, right? It looks super, super bearish. I still think it has one more full month of bear momentum. So, we close August bear, and then we still continue on bearish momentum in September. But as of right now, short term, I'd like to say that I'm definitely bullish on Tattooed Chef running up to close that gap short term, and then possibly falling back to 1563, which I ultimately think is where it's gonna go, and possibly lower than that. So I'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.